Hi my friend, this is Sissy. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I'm a healer. I talk about my personal development and spiritual growth. Sometimes I share the book that I read. And in today's video, I want to talk about a past life regression that I recently received. This was not the first time that I received a past life regression. I've had past life regression before, but this one is more in depth. We really drill on this one lifetime that I'm about to share, and I will play the actual recording from the session. In my previous video about the book review for Journey of Soul, I explained that in hypnosis, we're in a different brain wave, which allow us to set aside our ego, our subconscious, or even our soul and spirit come in and take control of the conversation. During the whole hypnosis session, I was awake. I was aware, I knew what I was saying. I was merely describing what I saw or how I felt. There were times that I could not believe what I was talking about, but I said it anyway because I didn't want to make things up. Like I had internal dialogue between what I wanted to say versus my mind disbelieving it. And I will point it out throughout the video when we get there. So shall we begin? The first place the hypnosis brought me to was my peaceful place. I described this peaceful place to her in language while I was seeing something very magnificent. I'm going to play the video clips of what's similar to what I was seeing in my hypnosis while playing my voice during the session, so you can experience what I was experiencing with me. Here we go.
A lot of grass in the mountain far away, and there are flowers everywhere. The grass is green, open space. I can see it. It's hard for me to describe. It's during the day. It's in the wild. I'm standing, walking as if I'm hiking. I can be running too. It's so beautiful.
From there, when I was at my peaceful place, the hypnotherapist asked me to enjoy myself in that environment and connect to my true self. And from that peaceful place, she asked me to pick one specific lifetime, the body and timeline. Then I followed the hypnotherapist down to a staircase that's in spiral and walked through a bright door. At the moment I described to her that I felt like my body was really light. I felt tingling in my hands, in my forearms, in my legs, as if I was on psychedelic. And then here's what I said.
I walked door I'm standing at a square. It's like European, maybe Spanish or Italian courtyard with fountain in the middle of the square, and then there are people walking around wearing shoes. It's pointy and fully covered. I'm wearing a long dress. I think it's long and blonde.
The hypnotherapist asked me to describe myself. I was being honest. However, when I saw a woman, beautiful woman, white woman with blonde hair, I hesitated to say it out loud because in my mind, it is the farthest species from me. I have very dark hair, I have black hair. It took me a while to have that internal dialogue and then decide that, okay, fine, I'm just gonna say what I see, even though I don't see myself with blonde hair, at least not in this lifetime. With the hypnotherapist's guidance, I described that I see this woman around 23 years old. She's average build. She's very youthful, very curious. She invests in other people's life, meaning she's curious about what's going on with other people, and she is ambitious. She was born to a middle-class merchant's family. She has no pressure, no stress. She just chilling at the square, watching people going about their business. One of the things that stood out to me was this woman liked to spend time in nature. She liked to go for a walk in the woods or on the prairie. There were a lot of flowers and sunshine where she lived, and people were relatively laid back. They were chill. And then the hypnotherapist took me to a different time of this woman's life, and I felt that she was about 27, 29. She was married, she was domesticated. She doesn't have children, but nonetheless, she was doing chores at home, wearing dark, plain clothes. She's kind of greasy from all the chores that she's been doing. Her husband was not around. He works a lot. It felt like she married down because the household that she lived in now is kind of run down. Tables were dirty, falling apart. She felt content because she believed that was the life that she was supposed to live, just like everybody else. However, just right that moment when I was feeling her out, she had an epiphany that her life was not supposed to be like this. She's meant to do greater things. And she decided that she need to take off the dirty apron, take a bath, clean her hair, change into cleaner, prettier clothes, go for a walk in the woods. And then the hypnotherapist led me to a different timeline. It felt as if a lot of years has passed. She was around 45 years old. She was hosting a lavish party, invited all her friends. She was with a different partner, a partner that's successful. They're both very successful. She felt content. She's exceptional. She felt that her partner was equal to her. She still looked useful. She still looked similar to the previous scene that I saw her. You know, I never saw her face. It's just the energy that she gave out. Both her and her husband had achieved so much. The party was lavishly decorated. It looked luxurious, as if they're in a castle, but it is her home. At some point, I saw her, I believe it was around 35 years old, because she already remarried. She has a son. I knew she had the son because I think both me and her wanted a daughter, but we ended up getting sons. It's similar to my hair color. I really want to say that she has a daughter, but it felt so strong that she had a son. Throughout the hypnosis, I did not see what exactly she was working on. I knew that she worked really hard. She poured her heart and soul into her work, and whatever she was working on, it required her to work on her own. However, it was the collaboration with other people, with her friends within her network, that really took her off. Was she a workaholic? I don't know, but she definitely put a lot of time into her work.
She's so focused on her project. She knows she's doing what she's supposed to do. I can't say she's happy because it's more dedication than joy of what she's doing. Yes, purposeful is the right word. She knows whatever she's doing, it requires hard work. She's so dedicated. I wish she remembered to take some time off and still hang out with people and relax. I almost feel like she worked like this all day, every day for a while.
And then she met her special someone, and here is what I said.
I think she met her soulmate, and he plays a really big part on her success. They're having a conversation, not romantically though. It's a conversation about how she can improve on her project. He has a lot of wisdom. He's a very wise person. She's just amazed by the wisdom that he's sharing with her. So many words, but then so little word. I can pinpoint one word to describe him, but it's like respectful, kind, gentle, very gentleman. She felt that she's showered in his like really solid energy. His energy is so powerful that it grounds her. It can shield her from silliness. She's already intelligent, but he has even more. It's just, oh, that's so amazing. He's like so wise, so knowledgeable. He delivered the message so on point that she's mesmerized.
I don't think her husband is the most handsome man on earth, or even close. I did not see what he looked like. I didn't even see how myself looked like. I just felt his energy throughout the whole session. What I was describing was out of his energy, and even myself's energy. And when I looked down on what I was wearing, it was not like a mirror. It was only as if I was looking down on myself. So I could see myself wearing a dress, have shoes, but I could not see my face. I don't know, maybe at the time, people don't see mirror very often. The only person I could sense in this whole past life regression regarding to their look was my son, our son, that I said he was very good looking, very handsome. also very intelligent, and I knew he was meant for success. My hypnotherapist led me to a different timeline, and here is what I said.
She's on a stage. She's giving a speech. I think it's extraordinary. I'm not familiar with life at that lifetime, but I assume women don't go on stage and give a speech. People are so curious about what she has to say. She must have done something extraordinary to attract people to listen to what she has to say. Talking is just a part of what she does now. And she does it because she would love to share her story and help people to realize their power so they can follow their life path. Yes, she's working on inspiring other people to be powerful, to feel loved and worthy.
This happened when she was in her late 30s to early 40s. And then my hypnotherapist moved me to a different timeline. And here's what I said.
I don't know when this is, but I feel like her husband, the one that she really loved, got sick, really sick. I think he's dying and she's there crying. Oh, that's sad. Because they really love each other now. His life is fading away. It must be after 45. He feels older. He gotta be older because he's so wise. They've already achieved everything, but now he's leaving her because he's sick.
I'm not sure if you caught it. For a second, I was about to burst into tears just knowing that this man was dying on her. Even though I do not know him, I don't know what he looked like. It's just that feeling. The feeling was real. The emotion was real. That was unexpected. Anyway, and then my hypnotherapist led me to a different time of this woman's life. And here's what I said.
I think he left her life. He's gone. And she was able to come back. She's talking to people again in front of audience, and her message is stronger than ever because of what she's gone through. She feels more purposefully than even before because now there's another layer of her message. Because of the tragedy that happened in her life, she's more relatable and she can speak more in depth. At the previous speech, it was like, look, I've done all these things that make me successful. You can do it. And now it's more about, look, I know I've done all those things, but I've also went through tough times. I'm like no different than anyone else. I just want to help everyone to grow and live your life because life is precious. It's the feeling that I have everything, but I also have no more than you do. Materially, I have everything, but then energetically and spiritually, we're all the same.
And then next, the hypnotherapist moved us towards the end of this woman's lifeline. And this is what I said.
She's with her son. He's a lot older now. He's a grown man. Maybe in his 30s. He's beautiful. She's in her deathbed. She knows about time to leave. But she's very grateful for the life that she had. It's been a great life. And she missed her husband that had passed away. She's grateful that she had an amazing son that turned out to be the man he had. She's very proud of her son. She's happy that she's able to help so many people in her lifetime just by being with them, being a part of people's life and being able to share her story. She felt that she was able to help a lot of people and she's happy for it. She's happy about her work because it's meaningful.
I might be making this all up in my mind at the time when I was putting on the spot by the hypnotherapist. I don't know, but I knew that the emotions were real, the feelings were real. I was crying. My heart was aching, thinking that I was leaving my son. Anyway, last but not least, the hypnotherapist asked me to move to the point where my body just died and to describe what I was seeing.
Oh, I'm first above my body. I gave my son a kiss. I love him so much. And then I keep going up. I on top of the house. Oh, and my deathbed is so fancy. It's like what you see in the Italian castle or mansion. It's well decorated wooden bed. Anyway, I'm ascending. I see the whole town that I live in. It becomes much bigger than it used to be, and it's in the middle of a valley. There's the mountain afar and trees, flowers everywhere. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm going up. I'm just saying goodbye. Oh. It's so beautiful. I don't want to go, but then I need to go up because it's time. I'm just going up and seeing the scene down to earth. It's so beautiful. Okay. I was resilient. I know it's hard. I can feel how hard it was to say goodbye to the old domesticated life. I know that she was so brave and courageous to leave what was considered comfortable and normal and embark a new journey on herself. And along the way, meeting the right people, meeting her soulmate, having a family, having a new life that she's always inspired to have. And that she's so kind and loving. Despite all the material goods that she has such a kind heart that she's able to help as many people as she could. I'm very proud of her. If anything, she should have loved her son and her husband more. Be more expressive of her personal affection. It wasn't a mistake, but it's like she loved them so much, but she was either not communicating it or she's so busy with other things that she should have told them straight in their face how much she felt for them. I would tell the man, he's my husband, that I just want to hold you. I just want to hold you under the sun. That's it. I feel resonate a lot, aspire to become who she had become towards later years of her life. It shows me that I have a lot of work, real work ahead of me to achieve what I want to do, which is help people in the mass. Oh, there's a thought occurred to me as if my soul is telling me that I have to work through my own timeline. And I know it's not as fast as I would like to, but think about when I'm able to share my journey with people. People will know that even though I achieved so much, they were 2 years, my life sucked. That's more relatable to people. Maybe that's what it is. Can I ask you a question? I feel like I had a really good life in that lifetime. Why would I want to come back? Because it's so painful. Living almost like a similar life, but in a different lifetime. But then I have to go through all the pain. Like, why do I want to go through all that pain?
Because from a soul perspective, we don't just want to live a good life. We come here to grow. Actually, we grow a lot through pain. That doesn't have to be the only way we grow. But a lot of times, we do grow tremendously through pain. As we grow our awareness, we don't have to grow through pain anymore. We can grow through joy. Until we've learned everything here is to learn, we come back because there is more growth available. You have the choice to grow through love and joy. We are at a special time on this planet right now. We can achieve incredible growth in such shorter period of time. Our soul has chosen this time to grow and contribute to the planet at this powerful moment. This concludes the past life regression. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, I just want to let you know that the last couple minutes of this video is the extra credit. I did some background research on Italian Renaissance time, what people wear, especially what women wear, if there's blonde women, and other stuff that for the background that I did for fun. Anyway, I would really appreciate that you will like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not. And let's keep in touch. Thank you. Sending you love and light. So I did some background research about the Renaissance time Italian blonde hair women, because when I think about Italian women, for some reason I think them as brunette. But here's the webpage that came across when I was doing the research. It seems like there are blonde women in Italy during the Renaissance time. I thought that's really interesting. And then another interesting thing about me was about a year ago, I had another guided meditation with a very accomplished executive coach. During the guided meditation, I had dialogue with my emotions, fears. When the coach asked me to give the combined power of my wisdom, of my divine guidance, of my perseverance, just all the good quality that I embody, what would I name that superpower? The name I gave it was Galileo. When I was saying that name, I was like, this is not regular sissy speaking, because my life is far removed from science. I was in awe when I said that name. And that man, Galileo, as you probably know, is Italian too, from the Renaissance time. During my honeymoon, I spent a substantial amount of time in Europe, like 21 days in Europe, more than a week in Italy. So I did saw and experience a lot of the Renaissance arts. I'm just so impressed of what I say in this hypnotic stage. I don't know what my significant relationship is to that special period, to Renaissance time in Italy.